Well, hello and happy Saturday. I hope you guys have had a fantastic day so far. It's definitely on the cooler side, which has been a very nice break from those very hot, scorching temperatures throughout the work week. During this work week, we did have a lot of heat advisories go out, a couple of heat warnings, but mostly heat advisories. Temperatures were feeling up to about 112 degrees for this week. So it's really nice to have that break from some of that heat, but we do have that trade-off. We get the cloud coverage and storms continuing well into this weekend. So for today, you may have seen some showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms across the area, but most of those have actually been staying down towards Interstate 16. So here's a live look at the radar. Current time is about 5:53. So if you're viewing this a little bit later, most of these storms will be expected to continue throughout the rest of this evening as well. So you can see just south of Interstate 16 and anywhere towards Emmanuel County, Swainsboro may be seeing some of these showers and storms as well. And a couple of isolated showers and storms for the majority of the central counties, including Augusta, Aiken, Barnwell. A couple scattered showers there at this time. So you could be seeing some thunderstorms develop for this evening up until about 2 a.m. is definitely a possibility. Just keep that in mind there. So we're going to continue to watch over that as well. And for tomorrow, this will be the same type of outlook. We are going to be expecting the showers and thunderstorms to continue as well. Not quite as much as today. We are in that marginal risk category for today, especially south of Swainsboro. So again, Interstate 16, that's where the majority of these storms are located. For the rest of us, we are in that light green category. That is going to be the thunderstorm outlook or the thunderstorm risk category, meaning that we could be seeing some of those thunderstorms develop but become more non-severe, a couple of pop-up thunderstorms in our area. Here's more of that regional view that I want to show you guys. Again, you can see most of that activity down towards the panhandle of Florida, over towards and definitely south of Interstate 16, but you could still see a couple pop-up storms for this evening. I'm going to go ahead and walk you guys through our local futurecast and see what we're going to be looking at heading into your Sunday. So not quite as much as we're seeing as for today. You could be seeing again up until about 2 a.m. some of those isolated storms, maybe even some stronger developing showers in the region as well. So a little bit of rain, definitely a possibility. Most of those die down by the time we get to about 3, 4 a.m. Most of the storms out of the area by, again, 2 a.m. But let's go ahead and walk you through Sunday. If you're off to church tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., looking great. You may run into a shower along the way. Maybe bring an umbrella just in case. And, you probably won't want to wear sandals or anything like that for your day tomorrow. Tomorrow, again, not a lot of storm activity, still a possibility. Going to be in that thunderstorm risk category. That was that light green scale of 0 out of 5. So, again, that is going to be just a little bit lighter. Just a couple of showers in the area for tomorrow, maybe a storm or two. High temperatures, again, much cooler than we have been seeing for this week. Those temperatures, some areas even topping out into the 70s. 69 for an expected high in Thompson tomorrow. 78 for Waynesboro, 83 towards Sylvania, 83 for Allendale, and 80 for Bamberg. I'm thinking the majority of us going to be staying into the upper 70s. That's going to be about 77 for the high tomorrow. And low temperatures, only about 10 degrees cooler. When we have that cloud coverage that is just widespread, it doesn't release a lot of heat and it doesn't gain a lot of heat. So you only see about a 10-degree difference when you have a lot of cloud coverage like this. So 69 for the low tomorrow in Augusta. This is for the evening. 70 for Sylvania. As far as expected rainfall, I put this in a loop from today to tomorrow. Some areas seeing more rain than others. Especially Louisville, again, closer towards those southern counties, mainly even closer towards Interstate 16. That's where you're going to be seeing the majority of the rainfall. 1.22 inches expected from 8 p.m. this evening, or 5 a.m. this morning to Sunday, 8 p.m. Here is that expected rainfall. 1.95 for Gibson, that's Glasscock County, 2.16 for Louisville, and 0.45 for Millen. almost a tenth of an inch of rain for areas closer towards Screven County, and not even a fraction of a tenth of an inch of rain for Barnwell or for Bamberg. So again, this is a very area specific type of forecast. A lot of this is actually from the wedge forecast that we are seeing across the southeast. We have low pressure off towards the coast that's bringing in some of that moisture, and then we have high pressure up towards the plains, which is going to be bringing in just enough to kind of keep us sectioned here in the CSRA as we see some of that rain and storms. So with that being said, we have a very rainy week ahead. 81 for Monday, 85 for Tuesday, 87 for Wednesday. We stay kind of cool for this time of year. Typical highs are going to be into those mid to even upper 90s. So it's going to be a nice break from the heat, not a nice break from the rain. So expect some rain to continue throughout the work week with this wedge setup. This should be starting to die down. The front kind of finally makes its way through the area. High pressure will really take over heading into next weekend. So I'm thinking Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, this is going to be more of the nicer day, but maybe seeing some rainier nights. Those are going to be partly sunny, and then we're going to start to lose some of that cloud coverage for Friday and Saturday, which is why it gets a little bit warmer. But that's going to be feeling a little bit more pleasant. Humidity, not too bad because of this wedge setup. The clouds are able to just release that moisture. This is the rain that we have been needing. We've been in a dry period for quite some time. You can almost see it in most of the counties you go to. A lot of the grass is starting to die, crops starting to die. So this is kind of the rain that we do need here in the CSRA heading into the rest of the summer and even into the early fall as well. So that's going to tie it up for me here. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask it in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer those. And yeah, thank you so much for watching today, and we'll have more news and weather. You can join us tomorrow. Again, remember, no newscast for tonight, but we do have a newscast tomorrow, and it is an hour and a half, and that is going to be starting at 10 p.m. and ending right about 11:30. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our website. You can always check us out here for all of your latest news, weather headlines. And yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We will be back with more news tomorrow.